All right, here we go. This is vocal editing lesson number 2. And we're going to start by. Okay, let me just tell you what's going on here. So this is lead vocal track 1, lead vocal track 2. This track here is the source track. So that's the track that we actually recorded into when we were recording in the first place. So here are all the playlists. You can see them there. So you've got that's the guy's name, lead vocal, chorus, take 1, okay? And down here we've got lead vocal, chorus 2, take 1. Now what that is the lower harmony, okay? So rather than, I could have typed in lower harmony, that would have probably been a little bit better, but I was just doing it fast so I could, get the vocalist into the next section of the recording without having to do a bunch of typing. I was a little lazy, but normally I would change that to like backing vocal low or something like that. But in this case, I knew he wasn't going to do a whole lot of harmonies. Okay. If I know they're going to do a whole lot of harmonies, I'll label it a lot, like mid harmony, high harmony, blah, blah, blah. I'll be a lot more specific if I know they're going to do a lot. In this case, I knew he was just going to do this one. Then here are the verses, and that's what we're working on. We're working on verse 2. So I'm done with verse 1 here. So we're working on verse 2 now. So this is verse 1, take 1 through 18. And now we're on verse 2, which is going to be 1 through 11 takes. Looks like something like that. All right. So I just blocked this out, and I can unblock it so you can see the take there. So that's take 13. So it looks like the first chunk of verse 2 came from take 13. That's the lead track, the primary track. Then the double is made up of take 12 and take 9. Over here, looks like we inserted a phrase here. So this first part came from take 7. Then this came from take 4, back to take 7. So that was an insert or punch in. Of course, I don't actually punch in. What I do is simply record a bunch of takes, and then if something's not working, I'll grab it from a different take. So if we were to go to take 4, we would see that insertion right there, still on the original takes. We also see another insertion because this phrase also came from take 4. So this is take 4 up here, take 4 down there, okay? Now, you never want to have the exact same take happen at the exact same time. So when I'm going to be setting up the sibilants here, the sibilants from this S here has to come from the this take, can't come from that take. So let's try that. So this is the sibilants from take 7. This is the sibilants from take 5. So that'll be okay. I could use the sibilants from take 4 here if I wanted to, as long as I don't use the sibilants from take 4 here. Okay? So that then take 4 on this track here, and take 4 on this track are going to be almost in contact. So what I'll probably do if I can is just use the sibilants from take 7 here and the sibilants from take 5 there. So take 4 doesn't even come in contact with itself. That would cause a doubling of this, or basically it would be a cancellation of the same signal. All right, so here I'm noticing there's a gap. So I'm going to take a listen and okay, so I'm going to listen to this one. So What I need is I need a slightly longer one. So I'm listening to this one. That's fine. That one's fine also. Let's take 4 again. That one's a little. Oh, that's take 4. Right. Okay. So this is take 7. Let's go to the end. Take 13. That's longer. Let's hear what that's. Oh no, that is a different vibe. That's flat. Flat. That's our lead. That's okay. 8 is okay. That one kind of bends up at the end. And that's it. That's a lighter tone. Okay. So that bends up at the end a little bit, though. That's probably what I didn't like about it in the first place. That's what we got down there. Okay, so that is 7. 7's our lead. Okay, so 7 definitely is the best track. Here's 8. Let's go with 8. Even though it's a little bit pitchy, the shape matches 7 better than 4 does. So that alleviates this issue with that anyways. We don't have to worry about that sibilance problem anymore. We'll come back and we'll start tightening in a minute. And all we're doing right now is we're kind of going through and making sure that we've picked the best takes, both for performance and for shape and length. So we want these to match. So if they don't match visually, then we want to go through and find a different take. See, like that doesn't match. So let's find out why that is. That's our lead. All right, so let's see if we can find another. This obviously that's a vibrato there. He's running out of air. So let's leave. What's that? That's is that the same? That's 7, right? Yeah, 7 is the take. Okay, that sounds good. 7 is good. No. Okay, so 9. And it has to be a V sound at the end. The word is believe. So this is a V here. So he's pronouncing it more like a F here. Yeah, he's pronouncing the F. The V is an F. And belief instead of believe. This is a little more of a V. Okay, on that one. So that ending on this one is actually quite good. So if I need to, I can splice just that V sound onto the end of whatever take we finally decide on here that doesn't have this vibrato. In general, I'm not a big fan of vibrato for a number of reasons. And see, that doesn't have an F or a V sound at the end at all. And it's got a lot of warble to it, but Melodyne can straighten that out. Let's see what we got here. So that's 7 and 11. Let's make sure the tones are simpatico. Let's make sure our V sound works. Believe. So I'll fix that click when we get back into the editing, but that I think is going to work. Let's hear it. Couldn't believe.
couldn't believe.
Good. Let's move on.
Eve.
Okay, so that's similar enough that we'll leave that.
Then she sat down at the bar right next to me.
Okay, so that sounds pretty good, looks pretty good. I think we're good with that for now. We can start to go through and start to sync this up, clean it up, and get this going here. So, yeah. All right, so that's the whole verse. It's all ready to edit now. We just kind of went through it, made sure that it all sort of worked. There was no funny business pitch-wise or shape-wise, and we can go from there.